So let's look at how we use TEEL, the structure of the body paragraph. Okay, so the T stands for title sentence. So you're going to write one sentence that explains what you will talk about. So the first sentence of your paragraph should tell me what you are going to talk about for the rest of the paragraph. So you shouldn't mention anything else but what you are going to talk about. Okay, so firstly, given that pollution has become a significant problem in today's society, free public transport provides a possibility of reducing traffic and subsequently lowering pollution. So we know that this whole paragraph is going to be about pollution and free public transport. So then we need to explain more about that. So the E stands for explain. We have to describe that title further in 1 or 2 sentences. For an IELTS essay, just 1 or 2 sentences explaining more. So here we have, passenger vehicles are serious contributors to pollution via substantial amounts of carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides, and other pollutants. So we're giving more information about that pollution. And then we get up to example. So try to give a real specific example that can be found on the internet. So something real. Don't use a personal story or a family or friend example because no one can check that. And start your examples with for instance or for example. So for instance, cities in China frequently have days when people cannot leave the house because the air is toxic from too much traffic. Hence, a free public transport system will encourage citizens to use public transport rather than spend money on petrol. So this is a real example. You can go on the internet and read about how China has days that are so polluted that they can't leave the house. So use a real specific example that you can think of just off the top of your head. And lastly is the link, which is probably the most difficult one. So the link means that the last sentence of the paragraph should link to the next paragraph. There should be some connection leading into the next topic. So it usually has a word starting with like however, and a good one to have is one of those words that mean even though, like although. Although it may be more environmentally friendly, it may not be affordable. So we'll look at the link a little bit later.